Hello! Wow. 20 episodes. 18 different adventurers. And yes, some of them still need to have their stories told, as we didn't quite have our footing before they started to arrive. But don't worry. The lost tales of Nyx, Flambe, Charlie, Alana, Moose, Mouse, Isran, Satash, Magic Mark and his munching marketing, Beignet, and Namu will all be on their way after this week, so keep an eye out. As for today, I am going to share a little bit more about our fine feathered friends, what makes them so special to the Gathering Stone, and finally, we'll take a look at some of the relationships that have or have not formed with our lost guests and weary travelers. So, for anyone unawares, this Gathering Stone is somewhat of a mystical meeting place, with the stone itself having been sundered in two many centuries ago by a powerful wizard who wanted to put an end to the endless war. We have a story all about that if you wanted to listen. But suffice it to say, this area has been a sort of neutral ground for the lost and weary ever since. But the thing is, nobody actually knows where it is. Almost everyone has heard of the Gathering Stone by now, yet no one can actually locate it when they want to. Many have tried, and all have failed. They get turned around without realizing, magical location spells go awry, and it's more or less unplottable. Now, I don't have all the answers myself, and I don't speak chicken. But I do believe these little guys are the reason for anyone who does happen to find their way here. Believed to have hatched from the very stone itself following its infamous cracking, little is really known about them. However, if you've noticed so far, everyone, in one form or the other, who arrives here is lost, hurt physically and or emotionally, or are just in need of companionship, leading me to believe that these enchanted hens enjoy helping those in need. But beyond their mystical circumnavigational intrusions, I have witnessed other unique abilities they possess. Like the complete absence of magic, which happens to permeate the entire area, save for myself and most notably the chickens themselves. Now on top of that, there seems to be an almost relaxing clear-headedness that emanates around them. So, when combined, they appear to have created a particularly comforting atmosphere for travelers or misadventurers alike to work out their problems, supposedly leaving them in a better state of mind to face any new challenges when they eventually decide to part ways. Take Minnow, for example. When he first arrived, he was a bit of a wreck, full of shame, embarrassment, and anger with himself over the choices he made. It took a little bit of solitude, but with time and aid from the Gathering Stone, he was able to come to terms with his actions, forgiving himself for what he did and putting him in a better state of mind to find kinship and ultimately friendship with Scrundle, who, if you'll remember, was also dealing with a similar hardship when he was guided to our quaint little abode. Which I think is kind of what we're all about here. Bringing these people together to not only share their tales, but also to find common interests, companionship, and sending them back out into the wild world with others to help rely on through hardships, but also to partake in celebrations of accomplishments, jobs well done and what have you. The whole joy of getting to complete quests together with a shared experience. And that is what we really enjoy around here. I mean, don't get me wrong. The stories are what keeps me going. But for everyone else, this place, the Gathering Stone, even if they can't find their way back willingly, will probably always be, at least I think, their home away from home. That's it for this week, folks. I hope you liked this deeper look into some of the goings-on, as well as a little bit of insight to our feathered mascots. It's always busy around here, but be sure to come back next week for more stories, characters, and illustrations. Farewell for now.